I'm gonna have to be blunt here. I'm not sticking around with an old grandma anymore.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm saying that I'd rather be with a young woman any day, as opposed to with you. I had been trying my best to stick around with you for a while now. But as I knew what would happen, I've reached my limit. So can we get a divorce?
What are you saying, Randy? Huh? Are you being serious right now?
I mean, Liz, you're already 39 years old, right? You and I are 9 whole years apart in age. Back when I had married you was a time in which I was excited to be with an older woman, and so were a lot of other men. But now I wonder why the hell I ever got married to you in the first place. Even your skin feels a lot worse than that of a young gal's. And so with that, let's get divorced.
Have you hit your head on something? You know all that I've done for you up until now, right? And do you know why I'm in the hospital right now?
I know why.
I'm here to give birth to our baby. Yet during this very important and stressful time of our life, you're going on about wanting a divorce?
A 39-year-old giving birth to a baby is really the most disappointing thing I've ever heard of.
What?
And that's why I'm asking for a divorce. I'm telling you right now that I have another woman that I love. And she's a young gal whose skin is as soft as cotton candy. So that little brat that you're gonna give birth to isn't gonna get any love from me.
Wait, Randy. Can you not see how much of a jerk you're being right now? I've known for a bit now that you've been acting suspicious and probably had another lady, but I didn't think you'd drag all of that this far and into a relationship. What the hell are you talking about? I'm having a really hard time understanding what's going on with you. Is this all supposed to be a joke? Your timing is the worst for it. Why don't you go find somewhere to calm down a bit and rethink what you've just said to me?
Why don't I? Because while you've been in the hospital getting ready to give birth, I've moved out of the house.
Huh?
The apartment has been your place for the longest time now, even before I came. So it has nothing to do with me anymore. I moved all my things and myself out of there, and left the divorce papers on the counter for you. Go ahead and fill the rest in for me and hand them in.
Are you kidding me? I just had your daughter, Randy. What the actual hell are you going on about? Calm down right now, please.
I'm calm right now, Liz. No matter how you try and get me to stay with you guys, I'm never gonna love that little brat of yours. That thing is none of my business. And I can't even believe that you thought about having a baby at your age in the first place.
You're being a monster right now. She's your daughter as well, right? And after all the effort I have put into carrying and birthing her, you're going to say awful things like that? I'm not going to forgive you for this.
I couldn't care less if you forgave me or not. I'm never going to be seeing you ever again after this, so have fun being upset with me.
You don't even plan to ever come to see your baby's girl's face? This has all got to be some sort of joke.
I told you plenty of times now that it's not a joke. This is all very real, and not a dream. I don't have the confidence to love a baby that was birthed by some old grandma at the age of 39. I don't even want to know what the poor soul looks like after coming out of you. So hurry up and leave me when you get home.
Well, then I'm never letting you see the two of us ever again.
Thank God. Now I'm on my way to being a free man again. I'm gonna have a lot more fun in my second life. I was never going to stay with you once you turned 40. And having to raise that kid beside you would have been hell. Thank God you're okay with going away. Goodbye now, Grandma.
But can you promise one thing to me before you go?
What?
I'll agree with getting the divorce. But in return for that, you are never to come back to me or my daughter if you ever need any help.
I don't plan to ever see you guys again. There's no reason for me to in the first place. So I promise to never come around you two again. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Well, if you're going to promise me that, then we can get a divorce. And of course I'm going to be getting full custody of my daughter.
You can have it. I don't even want to think of that brat as being mine.
Alright then. You may be one of the worst men on the planet, but thank you for giving me my beautiful daughter. Now please never show your face around us again.
I never will. But that also means you and that brat can never come looking for me either. Bye-bye, Grandma.
Goodbye forever, you pile of trash.
It's been a while, Liz. I'm going to the wedding right now.
Excuse me? But who is this?
You know who I am. I'm the father of today's wedding bride. I've been looking forward to this wedding for a long, long time. And so today, I'm going to meet with her.
Hold on for a moment. What are you talking about? Do you still think that you're her father? Even after a whole 20 years have gone by and you've said nothing to either one of us, what are you trying to do by texting me all of a sudden?
I wanted to tell you that I'm going to the wedding. This is going to be a very emotional day for all of us when I finally get to see the daughter of mine that was taken from me.
Huh? I'm not quite sure how you even figured out where her wedding would be today, or that she was even getting married in the first place. But stop trying to be obnoxious by sending me all these texts.
Well, I'm the father of the bride, so I'm allowed to be at that wedding.
This is getting out of hand. Can you please open your eyes for a sec? Do not come over here. Did you forget about the promise you made to me 20 years ago that allowed me to divorce you? Hey, are you listening to me right now?
Why did that happen? Why was everyone being so crazy with me when I got in there? Is everyone at that wedding a freak? Tossing me out of my own daughter's wedding? I'm her friggin' father!
Is it time that you'll be willing to open your dang eyes finally? The way you came in looking like trash and causing all that embarrassment for my daughter. And another thing, you need to stop calling my daughter yours.
Why do I have to stop? She's my daughter too.
After not even being in the hospital room with me while I gave birth, you threw us out. And then you chased after a young woman and left us for a very long time. And after 20 years, you're all of a sudden back here trying to get into my daughter's wedding? I can't think of another reason as to why you're doing this besides that you really messed up with your head while you've been gone.
You can call me messed up all you want, but what else was I supposed to do today? That young gal lied to me and got me stuck with her and all of the debt she had. And so me being messed up right now is not my dang fault. I was lied to and played for a fool. I didn't plan on turning into a bum after I left you.
I don't care what happened with you and that girl because I don't care about you. You're a stranger to us all, and you said you'd never come back to us, right? You promised that. She has no clue who you are, and she even said that to your face today.
And that was screwed up big time. That is not something she should ever say to her parents. Have you not been raising her properly this whole time? Are you sure this is all because you're too old and can't handle kids?
What? What the hell are you trying to do right now after saying things like that about my daughter and I? You're blaming my way of raising her because she was so worried by some random men coming into her wedding and having him thrown out? I don't want to hear that crap out of your mouth ever again after you left us when she was only just born. If you want to know who's really at fault for today, I'd say your parents are because they obviously didn't raise you right. Well, at this point, I'm sure you already know, and so do your parents.
I want to know who that man is. And the father of the... What's that all about?
Huh? That's the man I got married to. Why are you acting as though I needed to tell you anything about him, though? Do you still not see that you have no right being around us right now?
Why was that man that you married sitting in the seat that was labeled for the bride's father? That's my frickin' seat. If you start pissing me off any more than I already am, things are gonna get scary for you. Go tell those 2 idiot security guards that I'm okay and let me come sit there.
Why are you getting upset with me for no reason? Do you think that making threats like that will get me worked up?
What?
I'm really worried about what's gotten into you that's made you so screwed in the head. You're the one that threw us away years ago, right? And after 20 years of realizing how badly you messed up, you came on my daughter's biggest day looking like garbage to do what? Why the hell are you here, Randy? And why do you think you have any right to be here? Do you need something from us? Tell me right now.
You're the real piece of garbage for getting married again without telling me. I came back here to get my family back together.
Get your family back together? Huh? Do you think that my daughter and I are your family or something, Randy? We have a new family now, and you're not part of it. All you are is some stranger that we're starting to think might need to visit a psych ward. I don't want to hear anything about how upset you are that I got married again when you were the one that got divorced to me to run off with a young woman. I think you better zip that mouth of yours and keep it zipped.
Give me that seat back. She's my daughter.
Come on, Randy. It was nice of you to make me laugh a little, but your joke is getting old now. You have never even met my daughter before. So why do you keep thinking that she's your daughter after it's been 20 years? I think the only reason you've come out here for her is because you're broke. And so, this is all out of desperation now. That kind of thinking is only something a complete lunatic would have.
You don't have to take it that far. I am a bit worried about money right now. But I didn't come today for that reason.
Then, what's your reason for being here? Tell me right now.
I had heard that she was going to get married, and so I asked a friend about it that knows her. And she told me that the wedding would be taking place close by, so I thought it would be okay for me to come and see it. I was hoping for a very dramatic reunion after 20 years of never seeing any of you. I wanted us to all be crying out of happiness for being able to see one another again. But now that things have become so hectic, I have no idea what I'm doing here anymore. I had believed that we could all talk about each other's lives again.
Wait, why did you think that we'd all be open arms to you? There's no reason for us to be, right? There was no way this was going to turn into some sort of dramatic reunion. Have you even noticed the contradiction there is in your plan?
What?
You have never even met my daughter before.
And why does that mean anything? How would that contradict anything in my plans for today? I'm her father, and so she should be all happy and crying to see me.
You act like this would be a reunion with her, but this was her first time ever seeing you. Asking to have a dramatic reunion when you need to introduce yourself to her first? How come you thought this would actually play out so well for you?
Now that you say it back to me, I'm sure it would have been odd. But that's not all. She's my daughter, right?
I'm too tired to talk with you anymore about this. Did you think that being related to her by blood made you her father? I'm sorry, Randy, but my husband has been with my daughter since she was 3 years old and has helped me raise her since then. And so she calls my husband the father, and there's no changing that now. To her, it does not matter whether she's related to her by blood or not.
There's no way. That's a freaking lie.
You don't have to be able to believe it, but we all think that we're a family, and you can't do a thing about that. So, you can say what you want about us, but don't think it's going to bother us. We have nothing to do with you after all.
Even if she does see him as her father, she should still be a little curious about her real father, right? That's the whole reason I came here today to see her. Does me being here on her wedding day not make her really happy?
I think she does want to know more about her real father. It's normal for anyone to want to get to know their real parents if they never grew up knowing them. But I think after today, she no longer wants to get to know you.
Huh? Why?
You're asking me? Ha! Are you really that dense? You came into her wedding in some raggedy clothes and covered in what looks like soot. And you made a complete fool of yourself, embarrassing her on her wedding day. That right there might have just scarred her a little.
Scarred her? Why would that scar her any?
She's told me that she never wants you coming around her again now. Of course, she doesn't want you here anymore. And even after the wedding, she doesn't want you showing up. If you do come around her, or the rest of us again, we're calling the police and having you arrested. My husband knows a lot of the police officers in town, so he can make things happen quickly. So having you eradicated is all too easy for us.
Why would you do something like that to me? I only came here to see my daughter's wedding.
You just want the money that her husband has, right? And that's why we had you kicked out of there.
I don't know anything about her husband's money. Why would I know anything about that?
I can see that things are still not lining up in your reasoning. Well, it doesn't matter if you came here for his money or not, because he really has nothing to do with you. You're just the average bum to him is all. You ended up ruining your own life chasing after young girls, and that's why you came to this wedding today, hoping for some kind of money or something. Disgusting. You have nothing you can do to us now, so get lost.
I never thought you'd say such things to me. Does my daughter think the same thing of me?
You don't even know my daughter's name, so what do you think? I think after what you've seen today, you should finally understand, right? She doesn't want you around her anymore. You're just a ghost to her that hasn't been alive for the past 20 years. So you can stop trying to get involved with our lives. Now, goodbye.
Wait, please! Her husband has a lot of money then. Can you ask him just to give me a small amount? I just need enough to help myself get back on my own 2 feet again.
No. This was about money. Huh. You deserve to have no money, Randy, so I wouldn't want you getting spoiled by anyone. It was you, after all, that made your life the way it is now, right? So stop whining about not having money when you asked for it in the first place. Haha.
After that, Randy wasn't only thrown out of the wedding and never let back into it, but after throwing a huge fit in front of the wedding hall, the police came and gave him a citation for public disturbance. And after that, Liz and her family told the police that he'd been causing trouble for them all day, and now he's not allowed anywhere near them or else the police will arrest him, as Liz, her husband, and her daughter all put a restraining order on him. Once that had all played out, Randy was still left with a large amount of debt, and slowly began to fall victim to it. I think he's finally starting to regret everything he did in the end to Liz and her daughter. But to be honest, him regretting things now is way too late, and he should have been regretting what he's done a whole lot sooner when he may still have a chance with Liz.
Look how many likes the video got.
It has over 10,000 now. This is hilarious.
It's only been 2 days since the upload. I didn't expect it to blow up so fast.
It's gonna be all over the internet. Ha ha ha.
Who would have thought that posting a bitch getting yelled at and pushed around would get so much attention, am I right?
Don't forget you guys trashing her bag. And destroying her property. To be honest, she deserved it. She walks around so prideful just because she's such a star student.
It pisses me the fuck off.
She can't really help it that she's smart though.
He has a point.
Lee, are you defending her? No. I feel bad about today. I can't talk about this with no one else, but it's just not sitting right with me.
Why are you feeling bad? What's her name already has enough sympathizers underneath the post. She might end up on the news at this point. Leilani probably would like that.
I don't know. Maybe we blew it out of proportion.
There's no maybe. We did. I agree with you on that much. But as far as I'm concerned, it's too late. What's done is done, Lee. No point in sulking now.
Yeah, you have a point.
You're usually so nonchalant. I'm shocked you actually said that. In the 2 years I've known you, I never heard you say something remorseful.
I'm trying on the emotional department.
How's your mom doing?
If I'm being honest, she could be better, but it can't be helped, I guess. We're human. We're not immune to everything.
You're right. We're human. And that's why it's okay to get it off your chest. You don't have to brush it off, Lee. It's okay to talk about it. It's not good to hold all those burdens on your own.
I know. But I'd rather ignore it for now.
Sounds unhealthy, but I have no room to talk. I was the same with my father, after all. Before. You know?
Yeah, I think I heard someone. Someone's knocking at my backyard patio.
That's hella creepy. Grab a baseball bat. Like, no joke. Grab one.
It's scratching on my patio door now. I'll grab my baseball bat and answer it. It might just be a cat anyway.
Be for real, Lee. Cats can't knock with paws. Lee? Are you alive? Did the cat get to you? Cat got your tongue? I'm sorry. Just trying to lighten the mood. Lee? I'm worried. Text me back, damn it! Have you heard from Lee? Nah, I haven't.
I'm fine.
Never mind. He texted me. I think. You think? Where'd you go?
I want to check out the noise.
Was it Mr. Wilson's cat again?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you want to hang out, Min Min?
Don't.
What?
That nickname was only valid in elementary.
You let Leilani call you that. And she only met you last year.
She's a special exception. I forgot to mention, but something is definitely up with Lee. He said something was scratching at his door, and then I mentioned Mr. Wilson's cat.
Mr. Wilson as in his neighbor? Didn't his cat die?
Yeah, exactly. So when I asked if it was the cat scratching, Lee said, yeah, lol. It just doesn't make sense. Lee knows about his neighbor's cat. He actually looked a little sad that day when he told us about it.
Why bring up another man's name while I'm talking to you? Lee is a baby. He probably feels bad about what happened today, that's all. Black, Blake, or whatever her damn name is, shouldn't be relevant to him or any of us. We just had a little fun, that's all. There's no shame in that, right?
I guess.
Now, back to relevant matters. May I come over, Miss Yasmin? I have something special to ask you.
And you can't ask said questions over the phone, Mr. Uriel?
No, I cannot, Miss Yasmin.
I'll have to ask my roommate about it.
You live alone.
Then I guess it can't be helped. Consider it a date.
A date? No way. Are we official now?
Get a grip, Uriel. Your sarcasm and flirtatious behavior is too much.
I'm gonna start walking now. See you in 20, love.
See ya. Lele! Min Min? I think Uriel is going to ask me to the college homecoming. For real? No way. He said he was going to ask me a special question. Took him long enough. Yup. I'm so excited. You're still going to the dance, right? Hell yeah. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Nice. I'm still waiting on my dress. Still? You should have just bought your dress in the store with me. That's too much work. Plus, I like online shopping better. You're so backwards, Lele. I know, Min Min. I bet that freak isn't going to the dance. Which freak? That mop-headed brat, Blake. Come on, Lay. Let the poor girl rest. That hoe can burn for all I care. Ouch. Did you have your coffee today? OMG, OMG, oh my god! Shut up! My package came! I just heard a knock and a notification just popped up. Wasn't it supposed to come 2 days ago? Yeah, it even said it came 2 days ago, but when I went to check, I saw nothing. I even talked to the people about it, but there was nothing they could do. They didn't know what happened. They said someone could have stolen it, or it could have been delivered to the wrong address. At least it's here now. The person keeps knocking. And oh my god, there's this noise. It sounds like chalk running across a chalkboard. It's hella annoying. Make sure you check who it is. And be careful. Lee said he heard knocking and scratching, and he's been acting weird since. I'll be straight. I'ma open the door. Okay. Text me when you're done. Lele? What are you doing? It shouldn't take this long to answer the door, even if it is a package. Hey, I got my package. Lele? It's you, right? Yes, it is me, Min Min. I have a question. What is it? Why did you start calling me Min Min? Because of Uriel, duh. Uriel, I am legit panicking right now. Something is definitely wrong with Lee and Lei. I asked Leilani why she started calling me Min Min, and she said because of you. But in the beginning of last year, she told me she wanted to call me that because it was her grandmother's nickname. Neither of them are making sense. All of this is making me feel hysterical.
My love, please calm down. I'm about 5 minutes away. You know how you get when you overthink. I'm on my way.
Min Min? It's Lele. Yasmin? Uriel, don't come. Please just go hide in a random's house or something.
Did you watch something scary by yourself again? I told you to stop watching horror movies when you're alone. Or those stupid conspiracy theories. You could have at least waited for me.
Please, just listen for once. I'm being serious right now. If you're
Feeling scared, I'm about 3 minutes away now. It's my duty to protect you after all. Lee is a baby, and Leilani is just a social media junkie. The post is probably just psyching them out.
Are you sure we're the only ones being psyched out?
What do you mean? I'm close to your house. I'll jog the rest of the way since you're so scared.
Stay safe. Yuri, is that you ringing the doorbell? I'm coming down in a minute. Give me a second.
Do you have a guilty conscience? Or feel regretful?
Lee just texted me something so bizarre. He's freaking me out. If it's actually him, I swear the dude is off it. Uriel? Is that you knocking? Why do your speech bubbles keep appearing then disappearing? Yuri? What's going on? I'll check the peephole. There's no one here. It's just a red flower petal on the doorstep. Hello? Pick up the phone. I'm calling you. Hello? Yuri? I'm scared. I don't know when you're coming, but I'm hiding upstairs. I swear, I just heard a branch snap.
I'm generally so tired of all of it.
What? Where's this coming from? Everyone outcasts me, and I'm just always wondering why. Leilani, what are you saying?
The reason I'm always wondering is because there is no answer. There is no why.
What's wrong with all of you? I don't understand. Hello. Who the hell are you?
I think you know who it is, Yasmin.
No. Blake?
Ding ding. Right on the money.
What the hell is going on? What did you do to Lee, Uriel, and Leilani?
It was quite easy, if I'm being honest. After I got to Lee, I was able to lure Uriel. I sent a text as Lee to Uriel about the dance. I pressured him to ask you in person. Uriel, being as lovesick as he is, took the bait.
What is your endgame? What do you want from us?
Look out your window, Yasmin.
Is that Leilani? That's her homecoming dress. And Lee's baseball bat. And that bouquet of flowers. It looks like the petal on my doorstep. That's you and Leilani's dress, isn't it?
I took Leilani's package after the delivery man dropped it off 2 days ago. I then created a fake number to notify her of said package.
So, the notification and knocking was you. You timed and planned all of this.
Yes.
Where the hell are my friends? What the hell do you want? Is that gasoline in your hand?
I never understood the why behind the bullying. Perhaps I wasn't supposed to understand the why. I can't understand the why because I have compassion.
Please, can we just forget about that for now? Can we just forget about the bullying for now? I'll take down the video right now. I'll pay you whatever ransom you want.
Forget? You and your friends have been bullying me for over a year now. Would you like me to forget that too?
No, I know you can't, and I'm so sorry.
Were you sorry when Leilani spit gum in my hair? Or when Lee tripped me in front of the class? Weren't you laughing when Uriel rejected me in the first semester of last year? I can see you typing anxiously from your window. Stop it. These are nothing but rhetorical questions. They don't need a response. Do you see this match in my hand?
I'm begging you. You can do anything to me. I don't care what happens to me. But please, leave my friends alone.
I was begging in the video. I asked you all to stop. You guys didn't stop though, didn't you?
Where are you running to? Please, stop this madness. I can't do it. Please. I already called the police earlier. Just put an end to this.
It's too late. Too late for apologies. Too late for help. Too late for me. And too late for you.
Is that you knocking at my door? And that smell?
There's gasoline around your house. The only way for you to escape is to jump out your window. But you'll most likely be paralyzed from the fall.
Stop this! This is too far! I know, damn it! I know we went too far! I know! But please, if anything, spare my friends.
Yasmin, Yasmin, Yasmin. You've always been the nicer one of the four. You would never directly hurt me in a way. I guess you being a bystander to the harassment and assault was good enough for you. You have something that they lacked, so in light of that, let's play a game.
I'm not messing around.
I am going to drop this match in about a minute. You were so captivated with everyone else's troubles that you zoned out completely. You are truly such a caring companion, but that is both a pro and a con in your case. At some point, I came into your house and hid one of your unconscious friends on the first floor. I can hear you running.
Stop it immediately, or I will pour more gasoline. Please stop this already!
I hear you crying so loudly. Please quiet down. The aim of the game is to rescue your friend from the fire. I dropped the match. The game starts now.
Please. Give me a hint. The fire is spreading and I can't find them.
Check the bathroom cabinet. Did you find anything?
There's only a damaged journal in there.
That's the journal my father gave me before he left. Lee and Uriel ripped it while trashing my school bag. It's the last thing I have of him.
I don't give a damn about that right now. Where are they? The fire's about to block the staircase. The fire should be blocking the staircase right about now. I don't hear your footsteps rushing to the stairs. Please, I'm still looking. Just one hint. You're sobbing so loud. The game is over. None of your friends were actually in your house. This was simply a game of cat and mouse. I can hear you running through the fire and screaming. Your neighbors are going to hear. You pretentious asshole. I have blisters and second-degree burns on the bottom of my feet, and it's all for some sick game. Who do you think you are? Yeah, I get it. We fucked with you, and that fucked you up, and yeah, we're a little fucked up in the head ourselves. But this justice you think you're exacting on us isn't right. This doesn't even count as revenge. How entitled. You're whining even after everything you've put through me. You talk about my obscure idea of justice, but what about yours? What do you think you deserve? A cup of hot cocoa filled to the brim with marshmallows and a stern lecture? You won't get away with this. Will you get away with all the things you've done to me? You probably would have if I didn't take matters to my own hands. I can hear you coughing from your room. Perhaps the smoke and fire is beginning to swarm you now. I think I overheard you say that you have a bad case of asthma sometime last year. To think you risk your life for the sake of your precious friends. It seems my messages are not delivering anymore. You probably broke your phone on the jump down. I said you would most likely just be paralyzed, but who knows? Maybe your neck broke the fall. It's too bad I will never know which fate crossed your path. Because it is now time for me to decide my own fate. I am either to walk into the house of fire, or run far, far away from here. Even now when I am at this crossroad, I still have no answer for the why. It's unfulfilling. Yasmin was found with a broken leg laying near her backyard. The following day, the news revealed Lee and Lei were found unconscious in their homes. Meanwhile, Uriel's whereabouts are unknown. The news also describes there to be an arsonist, since Yasmin's house was completely burned to the ground. Blake died in the fire, so none of her remains were found.